Hi there, it's all about the screen share today. Should have tested my volume before I started this, but I didn't, so that's my fault. Anyways, it's all about the screen share today. We're doing some screen sharing, and I hope that it does it right for me. So here we go, that's our broadcast. Time to talk football. I just wanted to come over here. Let me see if it's actually showing that. Okay, it is. You see that? You see this dude? What in the world? Big Ramu weighing in at 334 pounds. Is he even human? So I'm just saying, like, these beastie ass mofos coming in like this. Do we have to get all, everybody have to get all 350-pound on your ass or something like that? Just a thought. I mean, good grief. The guy looks like he could crap me out. Crying out loud. As we're going through this, I like to keep this right here because when I'm done with the video, I can click on this right there and stream right to this video when it's complete. I noticed I didn't do the monetization, monetize it or whatever. So there it is, saved. Football talk. There we go. He was doing like some deep thinking today of trying to figure out who does the Bible say burns forever and ever. I'm pretty sure it's the wicked. The wicked burns forever and ever. So I'm looking at all of this stuff. I'm reading this. I didn't really want to close it down because I wanted to read the whole thing. Because as crazy as it sounds, all that stuff is actually in the Bible. And then that show with the medium, the new medium, I'm just trying to be careful if I'm a Christian. There's some things that are really taboo, and I curse. I need to get a grip on that. So while there's other things that's going on that I really can't represent Christianity really completely if I'm doing so. Um, what does God say about channeling and medium? I just am curious and interested. It says that you are talking to demons and stuff like that, and for somehow they know all of the information that they're giving you, you know. So they had a personal past or something. They watched over your loved one or something. They know something about them. Anyways, Jamal Charles, I wouldn't take that that personal. Look at the Seahawks and Marshawn Lynch. We're gonna cover him here in a second. I want to go through this because I honestly thought he choked. I thought almost like he was like protesting or something because of the Kam Chancellor not being there thing or something. Like he took a dive on purpose. Like, I don't know, to support that dude. But in my opinion, I see this right down here on NFL News too. It says Seahawks Michael Bennett says Seahawks miss Chancellor. Well, you guys got to get over it. You just started and lost your first game. You want to lose a bunch more games? Get over it. The guy turned his back on you, and he wants money over his friendship and established relationship with the Legion of Boom. So it's time to let somebody else step up in that role, and time for Pete Carroll to make a boom player out of the backup guy and get another rotation in there to replace him too. I haven't seen that, but they still have the Seahawks depth chart down. I couldn't pull it up, so I couldn't tell you if they had it figured out. It might tell you um, like who's on the roster though. We can look real quick. Here's a depth chart. The roster depth chart. Here's the depth chart. So we'll look at strong safety, and I'm still wondering what in the world. You guys have Jimmy Graham and Luke Wilson. And this Cooper guy, I don't know. Is he a draft pick? I really, honestly, haven't heard of this guy. I don't remember him. Sorry. I've been with the Seahawks since 2014, so I apologize. Maybe he was on the practice squad or something. I don't know. Didn't say he ever started in a game. 2014. Real limited. Doesn't look like it. So like he's got very limited stats, but pretty badass, huh? I don't know. He's 6'3", 239 pounds. He's 26. And I apologize. I don't get into more college. I just want to tell my Ducks. I hope my Ducks do well, and I wish them luck. Regardless if they hear that or not, still I said it and I put the luck out there. I wish the Ducks luck. I know that their quarterback that they got now is struggling with a hurt and possibly broken finger. So it looks like a couple more division games are going down this week. New England, Buffalo. I'm not sure how that goes. The bottom one is at Buffalo. Houston at Carolina. I think Houston's going to go down. Should we do a prediction? New England could possibly get beat this week. Rex Ryan, he's got a fresh start with the fresh different team. Opportunity to do some things different. I don't know what was going on there, but he didn't necessarily destroy the team. The team went downhill, but I don't think Rex Ryan was necessarily the reason for it. He just happened to have been there to change the coaching position. He happened to be the guy whenever the team was built up. So the Jets just never were able to quite get back to the Super Bowl. They went to a couple the AFC Championship games, right? Oh, also the reason why I go like that a lot, clear my throat a lot, is because I was trying to get a mic that I could put on this, but I'm looking down and or I'm bending down a little bit so that my voice can be heard a little bit, and when I scrunch over, it actually makes my throat groggy like that because I'm hunched over. That's another reason why I said to one guy who watched my last video, it's because I don't think I can be heard. Well, I'm just trying to make sure that I'm heard, and I end up having to clear my throat a lot because I have to kind of bend over a little bit to get it. This table that I'm using is a little bit low. So I apologize. But anyhow, we're looking at strong safeties on the Seahawks roster. Trying to just take this one step at a time. I don't want to back up on that arrow and go too far and then have to go back. I'm going to go back and come back. They got strong safety, Dion Bailey, Deshaun Shedd, and Kelsey McCray. So they've got three guys playing their butts off for it. And definitely Dion Bailey, everybody's human, and he won't possibly make too many more of the same mistakes that he made last weekend. So we're still looking forward to the Seahawks chemistry and them coming together as a team and being able to play like one of the top contending teams that go to the playoffs every year. So we want to see them develop and come together and form. Form, Seahawks. You got Brandon Moybane. back in there and all that. But nobody's hurting the Seahawks more than Kam Chancellor right now. So if nobody wants to admit that, that's on you. But sometimes you're forced, you have no other choice but to move on, and it's just completely ridiculous. As much as Chancellor wants to try and make the organization and everybody else look ridiculous, it's still eggs on his face. His team lost the game. They're going into Green Bay, which is a serious game. He doesn't want any of his former teammates or still teammates to go into there, okay, and not win this game. This is a game they want to win because of the bad blood that they have developed from this, because of Aaron Rodgers in particular. Aaron Rodgers' mouth is the only thing. Clay Matthews maybe a little bit, maybe some of their defense a little bit, but that's natural. Look at Richard Sherman and the mouth talk that he says. I don't prescribe mouth talking to anybody, okay? That's not how I roll. I want to focus, and I want to get the job done, and I want to be serious. I want to say all the right things as a captain or a leader or whatever, and I want to make myself known as a leader when I'm out there, and I want people to hear the right words when we're about to go and play anybody. It's going to be something different each time. But I don't have the words. Did Kam Chancellor have the words? Well, guess what? Kam Chancellor's not out there giving his team words, and NFL.com is sitting here calling them a bunch of 0-2 losers, and they haven't even went and played in Lambeau yet. So that's what they're saying about y'all. Just to let you all know. All right, here is the footage. We're going to do this. I'm going to do this a couple of times here. Not playing for me. How ridiculous. They want to screw me, but I got to get this play. Everybody knows if anybody tunes in and watches this video, everybody in the world has got to know that I've got to get this footage on my video real quick. Okay, here we go. I can't do slow motion, but I can go back a couple of times. Look, he was supposed to go to the left. There was a big ass hole to the left. I thought right off the bat that it was Lynch that did it. I thought Lynch screwed it up. He goes right, and he goes right into the Rams tackles, defensive tackles, and I thought for sure he did it himself, that he goofed up. I was like, what are you doing, Lynch? Holy moly! So what do you guys think? One more time. See that big old hole to the right? I think Lynch screwed this play up. He was supposed to go to the left, and he screwed that play up. That's my opinion. But there it was. They're saying even though the Seahawks have Jimmy Graham, they're saying over here that Seahawks are going to lose at Lambeau again. So I'm looking up. Yeah, Marshawn Lynch. I wanted to see that. So that's their bold predictions. Now, I just want to go through some other notes that I have here. We want to take a look at Ryan Turban. When we were doing some investigating on that, we found out that Turban is hurt for the Browns and is expected back in week 4, and that is reported from CBSSports.com, sports news. CBSSportsNews.com. So Turban already got hurt, and I was already going to argue Well, Turban's been there for a while. He's been playing with Lynch. Isn't he pretty much the next step to be the next beast mode? Well, evidently he got beasted himself the other day, so I have no idea exactly um, what to say about all that in particular, except I have to drop the Turban thing now. And oh man, I just screwed up royally. I screwed up my link, so I can't get back to my link. And I'm trying to get through these so that I don't have to edit them. Edit them is is all right. It's great, but um, it's becoming a kind of a hassle to do that because then I want to go ahead and post the video, but I can't. So I have news for Lynch. If he thinks he's going to protest for Kam Chancellor, are you protesting for Kam Chancellor? Is that why you went right when you were supposed to go left, Lynch? I don't know. But these guys need to let it go. In my eye, it's on Lynch now. When they're watching games, I'm considering. I live in Florida now, and um, I'd never miss a game back home. But I'm actually thinking about trying to get some kind of one of these passes or something. But I normally can go over to a friend of mine who has Dish or whatever, and I can watch it with them. As long as it's not storming or something bad, I can watch basically any game. Um, Other than being able to watch it at my own house, I have to listen to other people's mouths commentary whenever you go anywhere, which is all right, but not necessarily whenever it's your team. So I necessarily like to watch them at home, but they don't play them here. They're playing Monday night, so I might consider waiting until after Monday to watch them because I'm gonna get that on my live stream. As long as the stream doesn't fade in and out on this, I'll be okay and I won't be that irritated. But I would like to also have one of those NFL package deals so that I can review the game if I need to, and I need to be able to record it on my DVR. Quite possibly, if I could do that, that would be great. But it's a challenge to be able to ask um, things that these networks, cable places, and whatnot, satellite places are capable of doing. So, so do we bench Lynch if we bench him more because Lynch had something like 73 yards. I was gonna say 78 if I didn't see it written down, but I see it written down there. He got 73 yards on 18 attempts, and all I wanted to say is that's cute, Lynch. That's really cute. You got 73 yards against the Rams. You don't hate the Rams. You don't want to put a solid bill on the Rams. You don't want to put it 100, at least 180 to 180 is still like, you want to kick yourself in the ass because it's the Rams. You don't want to put like 100 yards or more on the Rams just to show their defense. Everybody knows the Rams defense is one of the best in the league. And in that West NFC West division out there, you just want to give them at least 100 to 120 or more, maybe whatever you can get out of it, over 100 yards on them, just to show the Rams how much you hate them. That's what I'd be thinking if I would think, thinking coming from a fan, and me saying that I wasn't gonna say it because I thought it was gonna be kind of ridiculous, but I'll say it. I told Lynch on one of these social places, the Locker Dome or some place, that I chose him as my favorite. My favorite. Um, he's my favorite NFL player now. So anyhow, moving on. We're looking at the other players. Fred Jackson had 13 yards for 3 attempts, and they had who was this? Thomas Raw. Is that right? Thomas Rawls, 5 yards for 2 carries. So I don't know. I'm gonna start looking at when I'm especially when I have the opportunity to watch games on TV or whatever, and review all these different things that I'm not necessarily capable of doing every week. But I'm gonna try to get on beat with that. But I'm gonna be looking more at the other running backs. They brought Freddie Jackson in there. He's really, really a good running back. I don't know, that he doesn't still have some of that strong downhill momentum that he used to have. But I'm just gonna have to look at him and observe him because it looked like Lynch laid an egg last Sunday. Just I'm sorry to say that, but it's true. That's how I personally feel about what happened last Sunday. So that's about that about covers it for that. I just wanted to make a bold prediction. The Rams are just excited right now, so I will get over that and I would shake that off. Get back to everything as business as usual for the Seahawks is what I'm suggesting. The Rams are excited right now about Foles. Everybody knew that they were going to be. That Foles was going to do well there. He did well where he was before. So, it was really kind of a surprise that they traded him off like that and let him go. Swapped him straight across. So, Philly believes that they could revive the quarterback basically from the Ram that they got. So they swapped quarterbacks. But I'm just telling you, I'm making a bold prediction. Foles is going to go down. He's going to get injured around week 6 or week 7. Foles will be out for the rest of the year. And then I also predict that Carson Palmer is going to go down again this year. And that's going to be around week 8, week 9. I believe it's probably week 9, closer to week 9 than week 8. But right around there, I predict Carson Palmer for the rest of the season. Thanks.